can see the hope that's in your eyes. I can see the magic in your life, but they don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That it took you your whole life to rediscover.
Episode 41.
Try to find your purpose.
June 2nd.
Happy Monday.
Happy
Life
Monday.
will be just you believe in you.
Good vibe.
It's good, right?
Oh, life will be just you believe in you.
Cool. All right, everyone.
Oh, life will be.
Good morning.
Good morning, friend.
Happy day. Happy Monday.
Monday, fun day.
How you doing, my love?
I'm doing good.
Good.
It's in start to a nice week.
Yeah.
I personally have 2 days of work, Monday, Tuesday. Then Sister Christine is coming to hang out in Charlotte for a day. And then I'm flying off to New York City.
Oh,
for a little bit.
boy.
Just a couple days.
Fun.
Trying to get away from it all. Help a friend move.
Love that for you.
Help a best friend move.
Meanwhile, I'm fully committed this week. I'm going into an 8-week portal
Boom.
with some structure, with some devotion. And I'm very excited. I've got lots of things.
Lots of things. I'm excited for the things for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
Cool.
your little morning routine, a little checklist of things you have to accomplish each day.
Yeah,
That's
trying
pretty
to
cool.
fit in some more masculine structure because I think I've been a little flaily without some structure. So
Structures, I think, is important sometimes.
it is because if you have the structure, then you can be free within the structure. But if there's no structure, then you're just like. Let's take some deep breaths.
Yeah.
Start
let's
our
go.
Monday off right. So if you'd like to join us, planting your feet on the ground if that feels good. Just feeling your seat on the surface beneath you. Maybe placing a hand on the heart, maybe closing your eyes. We're going to breathe 3 times in through the nose and out through the mouth. Here we go. Holding at the top for a moment, letting the belly really expand. Exhale audibly. Always letting something go on your exhale. 2 more. Big breath in. Planting yourself here and now. Exhale. Let something go. Last time. Deepest breath. And lovely.
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 It's absolutely lovely.
Well, thanks. Cool. I was going to talk about some of the things I've been learning.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go
great.
ahead. That's great.
So in my required reading for one of my courses, Fierce Conversations, we are moving along.
That's great.
We're moving along, everyone. Very good stuff I've been learning, including this concept called the integrity scan. And you can do it for yourself. You can do it for your company. Again, I said this book is very much about like corporations, and it also is like, and here's how it affects your life. Here's how, to bring this information into your relationships. So in the integrity scan, you list out your core values, and then you figure out where there's an integrity outage. So like if that was in your company, say like, I don't know, the HR person actually is a gossiper and is sharing stuff, that's an integrity outage. So then as like the leader of the company, you would have a fierce conversation to resolve that. So you can also do that for yourself. Where am I out of integrity? What must I do to clean it up and win? And then you set the time and you do it. And then I love this other thing. It's all related, but it lists out the big questions that define your ideal future. So you got this integrity problem, blah, blah, blah. But really, you're trying to get to the bigger picture so that all of your actions align with the bigger picture with the highest version. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. Feel free to journal on them.
Great.
Where am I going? Why am I going there? Who's going with me? How am I going to get there? That part I kind of be like, because I don't think you always need to know the how, but you do need to take a first step. You do need to take action. So
aligned action, right?
Am I realizing my full potential? Am I fully extended in my capabilities? Is there value and fulfillment in my work today? What unneed mets am I moved and positioned to meet? and then you articulate the highest and best contribution your life can make. And that might help you figure out either like what you want to do with your life, like how you can be of service, maybe a career that's more fulfilling. But it's a good like self-inquiry.
That's really good. If you could answer those questions, you're like already on your way to feeling more aligned.
Yeah.
With your purpose, maybe, or like a little more grounded. Like, okay, at least here's the game plan. Right.
Versus like the zombie, like walk into my 9 to 5, leave, la da da da.
Yeah, like that's my life. I go to my 9 to 5 and I come home, and that's that. And that's okay for some people. Some people thrive with that energy.
Totally.
To have those like specific days off, and they go out and they have their structure and spend time with their kids and families and stuff. To each their own, right? To each
their own. And if you're in your 9 to 5 and you're like, something is not right, I feel like I'm kind of dying inside,
then that's a sign as well for you.
To do some self-inquiry.
Yeah, and costs nothing.
True.
To ask yourself these questions and to dive in. And sometimes for me, when I ask it, it's a little scary to ask some of those questions sometimes. Because I don't know the answer, or I'm like, don't think I'm capable of achieving what I find out, or feel like I'm not ready for it. But the truth is, I'm ready.
Yeah. And potentially, you're never going to be ready. I was listening to this business seminar yesterday, and the guy was like, what are you doing over
just so
here?
Nice and soft and fluffy.
You hold it over there. He was talking about, like, you're never ready to be a parent. You're never ready to move to a new whatever. You're, like, sometimes it's not about being ready. It's more about the choice of stepping forward anyways. And I think that's a lot, like, with entrepreneurship or building a business. It's like, you're literally not going to have all of the wisdom, all of the clarity, all of the confidence. That's not the point. It's moving before you have all those things.
Yeah.
And moving from the vision that you've already set forth, you know where you're going. He was saying in the seminar, he was like, a lot of entrepreneurs are just like trying to build the business, trying to make money, but they don't know where they're going. And so he was saying it's really significant to have a goal. And then the goal can always shift as you learn more. So that's very cool.
Very nice. You got some good stuff here, Shmoe.
Thanks. I got even more, but we're gonna.
We can't give everything up in every one episode.
Well, and somebody's got to get to work, so we're not trying to make this too long.
I don't work there. What can I say?
Today, Alex Levesque and I are starting The Artist Way.
All right.
Trying to unlock our creative genius. I've done this course one time. I did it right after I got out of eating disorder treatment. And I got what I could out of it. I love the artist dates. I love the morning pages. You like do your morning pages every morning, and then every week you take yourself on an artist date. And I did that in New York City. It's very fun. You go to the museums and the park and all these things. But I'm in a totally different literal state of consciousness now, and so I'm very much like I've gotten a lot of messages about like it's time to unleash your creativity. Like it's time to express yourself. Like no more excuses. So I'm really excited about this.
Fun. Someone gave that to me maybe right after college or something like that. And I started it, but I just wasn't, I didn't enjoy it. Like the journaling and stuff, I wasn't into it. Wonder, I'd be curious if...
you could do it with me if you want.
No, I can't commit to something like that. I don't think it's...
Can't is on Wall Street.
Can't is on Wall Street. I don't think it's in my best interest to commit to something like that right now.
Sure.
I have other things that I'd love to
that for
energy towards.
Cool. Well, you know, 𝒍𝒨 wrote like her whole album using this.
Really?
I think that's my understanding. I could be totally wrong, but she mentioned like giving herself. She's a big proponent of the Artist Way, and I think she like gave herself 30 days to write her Alligator Tears album.
Do you think I could write a best-selling album?
I know you could.
30
it's
days?
Literally just take action. Just try. Instead of making excuses.
Yeah, excuses stink.
Tomorrow I'm drawing a diagram on the whiteboard, okay?
Yeah. Oh, erase what you need to. Okay, what you got to do. May I talk about the National Day?
Please.
I believe it's National Volkswagen Day. It's National Rotisserie Chicken Day, if I remember correct. Fun. It's National...
That's fitting with your workplace.
Yes, it is. I wonder if they know. Maybe I should make a post about it and tag them. And then it's also National Leave Your Office Early Day.
Cool.
Strange.
Monday fun day.
And National Rocky Road Day, the ice cream.
Oh, you almost bought some yesterday. No, you almost bought Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks, but we ended up going with a mint chip And we went with, what was that other one? Oh, the cherry.
Black cherry.
Black cherry.
I love like a cherry with like a chocolate. 𝒯𝙗𝓚.
𝒯𝙗𝓚, that's your vibe. How are you feeling? You want to pick a raw vibration of the day?
I will if you'd like. And then I want to touch on one more thing.
Yeah, of course.
I just thought about.
We're just doing little segments here. You know how we do. Ooh, it's red.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah.
It's pink, actually.
It's pink.
It is safe for you to shine.
Oh, gosh.
Could that be any more perfect? And this is a perfect segue. As you find that, I went to an audition yesterday.
Fun.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, it was my first audition in a very long time, and I very much like the same way I did with singing in terms of like rewriting my fear narrative and like getting my nervous system to feel safe. I like was attempting to do that with acting because I had to do a monologue.
Fun.
So that was fun. I auditioned for Charlotte Children's Theater yesterday because they had their season auditions, and they're doing Frozen in January. So I was like, gotta try it, and it was really fun.
That's fun.
Maybe a callback tomorrow. Who knows? We'll find out today. And no matter what, it really was like I practiced all these just new things that I know of. Like I like blasted love into the room before I got there. I like really practiced like here in this room before I went. I like practiced like singing after I did jumping jacks, like singing facing different directions, like really trying to like practice all the variables that I can't be in control of while staying safe and like present in my body. And I told Joey, I was like, you know, how'd it go? And I was like, well, I didn't like jump out of my skin like I usually do. Like I feel like in other auditions, I was like floating outside of my body because I just like wasn't safe enough in my body. So that was good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You felt progress had been made.
Yeah.
And feeling good.
Yeah.
Good for
Okay,
you.
tell us about how
It
safe it is to shine.
for you to shine, Hannah. This is not the time to hold back. The answer is yes, go forth, proceed. The time is now. The energy of wishing on a star is coming to you because you are a star. If you've been hanging back or thinking something through before moving forward, or you've been waiting for a sign that it's the right thing to do, please take this card as that sign. I trust in my gifts. I know that I could shine is the vibe of the day. We'll take a little picture of this, post it.
That's
There's some more to say.
gorgeous.
Positivity, abundance, and excitement are surrounding you.
Hell yeah. June is supposed to be very lucky and very abundant,
Really?
is what I've heard from my astrologer friends. So I wish that for you. I wish that for you. I've been seeing angel numbers everywhere, including 777 and 888, literally everywhere all the time. So
Nonstop.
nonstop. It's so cool and wild and weird and fun.
I love it. I love it.
Anything else?
Well, no, maybe.
Great.
I'm wearing a hat. My friend Daniel, Dan the man, whenever he sees someplace that says Joe's or he gets Joe's, he buys that little piece of merch. So Joe's Kansas City Barbecue.
Very fun.
Just passing through. If I see something that starts with a Dan, Dan's Diner or something, I'll pick up something for him too.
Y'all are cute friends.
We're cute. There's not a lot that says Hannah's, so that's why you haven't been getting any big time gifts
I don't
with
either.
things that say your name on it.
That's okay.
But we'll get Sacred Flower merch or something one day.
We're building our dreams.
We are, and I hope that y'all could do that too. Take those little journaling things, or and I'd like maybe you could take a picture of those questions.
Sure.
And because I'd like at least shoot it to me, because
Sure.
I'd like to go through and see if I could answer a couple when I have a little bit of downtime.
Yeah, I just, like you said, it grounds you. It helps you remember, like, what are you even about? The first time I ever did values work, I was in eating disorder treatment, and I was like, okay, I guess, like, yeah, the things I value the most in life are, like, freedom and authenticity, and if you just never look at it, you don't really know what you're standing for. And sometimes you'll be like, oh, I thought I was standing for this, but it actually doesn't feel good to me, and so I'm going to change my mind. And you're always allowed to change your mind.
Yeah.
It's quite important that you do, actually.
I was just like, oh yeah, I guess I have standards because I act I live my life according to those structures that I've learned and I've been put in place. Some of those are not good structures. Some of those I put on myself because of fear of disappointing someone or fear, And so I thought, like, this is where I am. But now, wait a minute, hold on. Let's, from the ground up, build what things are integral to my life. Where's my integrity? What are
your values?
What are the values? And so it's been really fun to kind of think back on it. And I think if most people did, we'd have a nicer energy.
Well, I'm really convinced, and I'm like, I can't wait to actually go into more detail about this. Like, my PhD in me that I'm doing, like, I hope to maybe, like, be able to share that one day, or, like, how you can create your own, and how knowing yourself is the whole point. I mean, that's, like, in the Bible, it's, like, in other ancient wisdom. To know thyself is the point. And so there are many ways to go about it, but I don't think enough of us are figuring out how to know themselves, because we're all very intentionally distracted by being consumed with other people's lives and other content.
In survival mode, too.
Literally in survival mode, exactly. Let's get to thriving mode, everyone. That's my plan. Oh, I think it's time. Thanks for chatting with me.
It's been a great chat.
This has been great. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Let somebody in traffic in front of you. I know, it's silly, but it slows down. Like, I do it, and it's just so much more peaceful and pleasant.
Yeah.
Changes the mentality of the drive for me.
Gorge.
And take care of each other. Do something for a neighbor. Happy Monday. It's going to be a beautiful week. I know it. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
You feeling good too?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Love y'all.
June 2nd.
We're June. We are
Me, just you believe in you.
Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul.
Song is Life Will Be.
Yo, get your Alex skincare. Link in the bio. 10% off with code Morning Shmoe.